show. So somebody asked me why we just do what we do. And to be honest, I truly believe Trinidad could be better. The people that don't watch the project that we did some years ago, some Moruga with some young women, and they were tackling the issue of domestic violence. And it was real nice to see these young ladies coming together, impacting their community, night after night, going into the different villages, and then hearing different stories coming from men and women about domestic violence and how, as a community, they could now stand with women and create some form of change. Together, we could do so much. When I tell you so much things we could do together. And this show, Together We, is inviting you, is inviting us to make Trinidad to be a better place. I mean, just take some time, this clip coming up here, watch that whole experience. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to do.
Yes, there's a lot of violence out there. Men are lashing out at women because they don't see the signs early, like the signs of abuse. And when it's too late, it becomes something extremely horrendous. We're trying to teach the girls early o'clock to look out for the signs of abusive tendencies, which may play off itself as affection or as ownership. Because as women, when their self-esteem is low, they will think, well, if a guy is really calling me a lot, or if he's interested in me or he's following me, that means he loves me. But that is not true. And if you could tell early, then you could avoid some of those situations that could end up being in the news.
But that's all right, because I'm going to done tell she ready for the whole week.
Madam, I want you to go in the kitchen and cook some food for them boys.
Oh gosh, babe, come now, man. Make
No, chat, girl. Get up and go cook something!
The IDB came into Princestown area probably 2014, and they did a woman empowerment workshop. She is asking the community now to appreciate the fact that she is. So the women were empowered, and now we are asking the community to absorb these empowered women, try their best to treat them with respect, to treat them equal, give them space for them to be who they need to be. My role for this project is to shape the women's ideas. These women had a lot of ideas. They write it down in journals and this, that, the other, and then we give them some tools, some techniques in which they could express themselves in a real cool way.
It really wasn't for me, and it kind of started off in a kind of tricky way. You see, things was kind of hard, and well, my father used to sell weed now and then, and my friend them always used to come around me, and be like, Tasha, who is this girl?
My name is Natasha Richardson. I am 19 years of age and I am from St. Mary's. I live in Gomez Tres. My experience with rehearsals and on stage and everything was just amazing. It was kind of great because most of the girls who in the group are persons I know but never interact with. I keep to myself, and I kind of had like my own views about some of the girls. And at rehearsals and everybody loosening up and being a little freer, I get to know like, okay, just stereotyping people was wrong. So I believe that I do know the ladies. I know their good ways, I know their bad. So yeah.
I didn't know that the program was going to be She Is exactly, but just the vibe of the group, and when the Mad Company got involved, it just transformed everything. So we really became, She Is just stuck with us. This experience has been eye-opening, honestly. Since I've started with the She Is project at the Mad Company, honestly, Ziggy just brought out a different side of me. I always loved entertaining and performing, but yo, this playback theater, new level. My take on how women are perceived in Trinidad and Tobago right now, I mean, I heard it best from someone else when they said we are only as strong as our weakest link. It picking up now, but women really underestimate the power that they have.
I study real hard. When I tell you hard, real hard. But don't forget to hit all them parties. But yet still, I make sure first class honors, certificate on point,
Then one
dream
day,
job.
we having a normal conversation, and I just let go one long shoots. But that normal thing now, hit me one slap.
It's an invitation, inviting the person, the individual, to see the woman with all the other titles stripped away and see her as an individual. I think the project is a beautiful way of addressing the different issues in terms of sexuality, in terms of gender equality, and the epidemic of domestic violence. And I believe that, the girls getting an opportunity to share what they have been through, I think it starts a movement.
We show Princetown and environs what is the negative impact of treating a woman bad or neglecting your children, all these different things. And then now ask Princetown what you're going to do about it. Ask Moruga what you're going to do about it. Ask Tableland what you're going to do about it.
The most impacting thing to me is just the audience reaction. When they go on stage and we start interacting with them and they giving us advice, I'm backstage like, yes! I just love it. I love it.
Is this the way you were taught growing up how to treat a woman?
So, well, I had nobody around to teach me nothing. I learned for myself. They want order, and I demand it.
Are you getting order, demanding it?
So, yeah, I bet she will do that again, too.
The first day that we met and how the girls gelled, even though they didn't recognize they could gel so well, that was one of the good moments that we have. I think sometimes in terms of sharing the stories and they connect to the story and you recognize you see the minds that thinking about the experience they had. Those were some of the wonderful moments. I think I'd have one person in particular, Carla. She was real frightened to go on stage, and after she went on stage, and she said, well, I could do anything now, I could do anything now, I could do anything.
My purpose in life is to show women their worth, their value, and how we are supposed to be treated.
I got involved in She Is through my daughter. She was part of the first phase of the program, and they wanted to form a support group. And well, that is how I get involved in it, through supporting my daughter. Well, being in the eldest in the group, as I should say, is, the young ladies tend to gravitate towards the advice that you will give them and how you treat them. So probably, I will say some of them at home, I know them personally and they have problems at home. So when you come out here and you meet someone that you could talk to, it's easier to get along and you'll be able to understand them and know how you could assist them better. Women themselves tend to think that you have to stay home and have children and that's what you're meant to do. But we are meant to be so much more and we could do so much more if we only support each other. And the program She Is empowering us as women to do that.
I'm very proud to see the evolution from the classroom and the techniques to the stage. I thought it was very seamless, to be honest. Because I know when I was their age, I was full of nerves, and if I had to go on a stage and perform in front of my community, doesn't matter, I would be making mistakes. And they're actually doing dance routines that need timing, and I don't know how they do it. I just am in amazement. So when they say She Is, I'm like, she is unpredictable.
My favorite moment from this project thus far would be, we had an interview on the morning edition and I got to represent the ladies. And even though I was the only one who went there, the reaction from the ladies who didn't get to go there was like, hey, like she from my community, and everybody got to live their little piece through me, and it was just amazing.
Some of the young women started to share their issues. And when you become a part of a project, some people, they try not to get too personal, but I had no other choice but to get personal with them. And I got to understand what their life was on their side of the woods. So I think That was the most fulfilling part of they sharing their life with me.
There was a particular young lady, and I spoke to her yesterday. She was married at 15 and being abused from since then with 4 children. And, you know, as a young person, I didn't have the proper information to give to her on how to get out. And being part of the She Is program, I was able yesterday to give her that information on where to go and how to treat it.
Do you have any idea what it is to have your beauty, where you consider your pride, your only belonging, be ripped away from you?
What we're doing today, we are doing a nice live theater, live billboard. Some of it will be invisible, right? What they're doing, have these lovely signs that they are saying that she's more than all these different things. She's more than a mother, an aunt, an uncle. Well, she can't be more than an uncle. We're going to be also doing some tableaus saying, stop the violence or stop the negativity. Start some kind of positivity, and it starts with you.
Change starts with you. Change starts with you. Change starts with you. She is more than a cook. She is not property. She is not property.
I wasn't expecting this woman just walked up. I was like, you know, my sister going through this. I was opening up to me and Candice a lot, like everything. So I realized that when we went around with the placard signing what woman should be or is, men took part too.
People recognizing this an issue.
Right.
And what they would say is that a lot of the times people would sit down and take the abuse and not do anything because they feel like, you know, there's nobody there to help them. And what we're doing right now is good because we want people to know that there is somebody there that's willing to help them.
I want this group to take over and form an NGO, find a clear path to be an entity in this whole work of social change and start doing small things or big things in Princess Song and Moruga and 5th Company and 6th Company and Tabanana.
I would like this project to have persons thinking, but not only thinking, but changing their actions. And I would like the project to keep going. I don't want it to stop. I just want to keep going and just go to different areas and how everybody has, like, as much as possible, people to know what she is and get involved and change their thinking and bring forth a new way.
Out of this project, I would like to see it stay. I would like to see it form support groups that people could come and, you know, say what they're feeling, be able to talk free without anybody, you know, pointing fingers and judging them, and they could, you know, get help. I would like to see that we could provide assistance for some of these young ladies out there because it have so many that don't have voices, and we could be the voice for them.
I pray that communities take the work seriously, and I pray also too that IDB would find some way of continuation, you know, getting the girls involved further. And I pray that more NGOs will get on board and stir up other communities and do work such as this.
I have 4 daughters and I know I have to be example for them. So that encourages me to be the best female I can be. And as for the young women around me, I boost their self-esteem by boosting mine and using myself as an example.
What I do to boost my self-confidence is giving other people compliments. I mean, it takes a lot to feed compliments and just give that positive energy and that love. And I get it in return. So just helping others, giving them that light, what I feel inside, just giving that, just sharing that energy, it comes back.
Understanding what I am worth help boost my self-esteem and boost my self-worth. Appreciating me, showing my daughter the kind of woman that she ought to be, appreciate her, love her, and the spirit that we bring to the floor is just infectious.
I have a purpose in this life, and I believe that I was placed here to fulfill it.
The experience was good. I learned that respecting women is a very big part to play in society. And well, I know how to speak to women and treat them now as because I have sisters of a mother.
I learned that today women aren't really, they're not objects. You should care and feel for them as other human beings, and they are people and they should be respected as you would want to be respected. Women are just your other half in general, and you should just love them and accept them like how you would want to be loved and accepted.
If those young people stick to what they are doing there will be much better people. And if they could encourage others to be with them and nurture them, they will go a long way.
This program was really nice. It's a lot of stuff that it is real. You're learning a lot, and tonight it made a difference, you know, and seeing all the youth and them coming out and doing this thing together was really amazing.
She is, point blank, period.
Watch me. I telling you, people working together just make the work light. Let we do this now, boy. Together we could transform Trinidad and Tobago. Nobody not saying that we can't talk about the problems. But it's time for we to start acting and find the solutions. We invite you, March 29th, come down Central Bank and let we do this thing.